Yo, it's your boy KB from the Ghetto, aka the Ghetto Teacher, and today I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a beat using Splice the Ghetto way. Now, this tutorial isn't just specific to Splice. You can use other sample pack sites. You can use free sample packs. Whatever you use, do what you're gonna do. But this is the simple sample pack method. Couple things to keep in mind: the DAW that you use. So I use Studio One personally. I think it works the best for the process that I use. Just if you're new to this, try out every single DAW free version or light version of something and just see what you like, because they all kind of necessarily do the same thing in 2020. They all have a nice piano roll. They all could transpose. They all could stretch tempos. So, you good. So a couple things you want to keep in mind are the sample rate, resolution, time base, song length, and the tempo. Time signature, normal beats are in a 4x4. If you use anything else, you're a boss. If you use anything else and you don't know what you're doing, don't even try. So I'm gonna be using a 48 sample rate. Resolution, I'm gonna bump that up to 24-bit. Time base, I'm gonna be using bars. Keep it simple when it's coming to making beats. The song length don't matter at the moment. We're gonna adjust it at the end. And the tempo, this tempo is a tempo that I've had in my head. I used the BPM counter to identify what was playing in my head. I was just playing a little tune, liked it, and it came out to 172. When I was talking earlier about stretch audio files to song tempo, Studio One has an option I could just click on and off, which is pretty sweet. Other people have like quantize, or other people have specific like buttons or something you have to do. Just find that and enable it, and you should be good. You know what I mean? It's pretty self-explanatory. Stretch audio files to song tempo. Especially when using sample packs. Pretty helpful. Don't enable play overlaps. You kind of want to hear the mistakes if you're not in the right time. Kind of want to hear that so you could adjust that. So cool. So we're just gonna go into Splice. Me personally, the new pack that I've been listening to, playing around with, and making amazing beats with is Scotch Storch's Still Storch Volume 1. It was available to me from the site Splice. Like, they actually recommended it, and it was probably the best recommendations I have ever gotten. Splice homepage, they're amazing with their sounds, amazing with the updates, and they update them daily. So these are today's picks. We won't be doing anything with these today because I don't want to make a weak beat on the spot. So we're gonna go back into Scotch Storches. So, amazing thing about Splice is that you could search by a BPM range, the exact BPM. You can find the keys you're looking for, or you can just hear it out. But once you download them, they should be all in one place. In a sense, you should be having them one, or you could organize them by packs. So we're gonna be sticking today to Scotch Storch's Still Storch. I don't like using too many loops, in a sense, when I'm making a beat. I like having more instruments than melodic loops that I didn't make. Just because a lot of these loops weren't meant to be together, so they don't necessarily stack on top of each other as well as we think, just because they're the same BPM and the same key. So just keep that in mind when you're making them. So love this sample pack. Just take a listen to it, and I know you'll love it. So very cool, very melodic, very trippy, nice effects, nice sounds, nice plugins. You could tell he took his time with this. Um, so one of them that I've been listening to is this one. Has this very analog sound that I really love. So that's another thing I'm add um to this beat I'm gonna make. And if you notice that these back to back ones that I played have the same exact tempo and the same exact key that it's in. So yeah, we're just gonna be dragging that into the project. See, I have this at 92. The project is set at 172. So you're gonna see the difference. So now that we have it loaded up into Studio One, or whatever DAW you use, you just want to loop it at the 4 bar range, pretty standard, and you're just gonna hear this out. 1 second. So to hear that perfectly looped, perfectly set, couldn't ask for a happier sounding sample. Love the tempo. Yeah, this is gonna be a good beat here. Here, I could already tell. So one of the things that um, I could already tell off the bat is that it's a little too high for my taste in my vocals. So yeah, I'm just gonna bring out a quick like piano and just see how this sounds. Should be interesting because this is in a C sharp minor. So I think I'm gonna drop the key about 5 in the sense of transposing or how many spaces I move down. So right now it's at a C sharp minor, which is this one, and I kind of want to drop it 5, which is gonna put it at a G sharp. I think that would be better for my taste. So however you're able to do that in your DAW, you're gonna go ahead and want to just transpose that. Um, So in our case, it would be negative when you're transposing down, and in a regular number sequence when you're going up. So ours would be -5. So yeah, we're just gonna hear how that sounds and see if we need to adjust, and we're gonna go from there. In my opinion, that could be dropped down a lot more. I'm not sure what it is about the high piano and the fast repetitiveness, but I could feel like that gets really repetitive and probably gonna get annoying. So I'm gonna keep dropping the transpose. I'm gonna take a quick look at the piano roll, and yeah, keep seeing what we have to do. So it was at a C sharp before. We dropped it 5 to G sharp, and I think we could go way more. So I'm just gonna drop it all the way to an E and see where that stands. So if we're going from G sharp all the way down to E, we're just gonna count how many steps that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's 9 steps. That's definitely not the professional term, but we ghetto. So yeah, we're just gonna put -9. So we're gonna see what that sounds like. So that sounds perfect to me. So we're gonna just call that piano and keep that simple, keep it ghetto. And yeah, man. Now we're just gonna throw on a simple EQ. Um, for this, I'm just gonna use PreSonus's like generic tab. Like I don't have any fancy plugins I'm using, none of that stuff. Like we keeping it ghetto, we keeping it free. So here we're gonna hear it out, and we're gonna see where we're gonna need it at. So I want to have the peak at like about -6. Um, Anything past that, it's just gonna overbear everything. We might have to drop that down more as we add to it. Mind you, this is the ghetto way of making beats. I am no way, shape, or form a professional, but I still get you right.